Hi everyone, welcome to Gringa Spanish. I am your personal Spanish tutor, Christy. I am a gringa born and raised in Miami, Florida, and I taught myself Spanish using a variety of tools. And if you have been wanting to learn Spanish, I have good news for you. You can do the same. You can watch these lessons and see the drawings and words, or just listen and make use of your time in the car, on the elliptical, on the bus. This is actually a big part of how I learned. This series will be beginners' example dialogues where we will go through common situations and dialogues and I will break them down for you. Example dialogue audio lessons are really useful for starting to learn new words and hearing and learning complete sentences. I listened to a lot of lessons of this type when I was learning. So with that said, let's jump right into our example dialogue for the day, which is about ordering a beer at a restaurant. It says something about me that this is my first dialogue that I'm making for you guys. I will read through the whole dialogue and then I will go back and break it down for you. If this is your first time trying to take some kind of Spanish lesson, hearing all of these sentences at once might be a little overwhelming for you, but don't worry. We'll go back and I'll explain what all of these words mean. Waitress. Hola, buenas noches. Soy Daniela. ¿Les gustaría empezar con algo para tomar? Woman. Sí, por favor. Para mí, me gustaría una cerveza. ¿Qué cervezas tienen? Waitress. Tenemos cusqueña, tenemos modelo y tenemos modelo negro. Woman. Ah, perfecto. Entonces, dame una cusqueña, por favor. So the waitress starts by saying, Hola, buenas noches. Hola means hello, you may have heard it before. Buenas noches means good evening. Buenas means good, noche is night, so good evening, buenas noches. Soy Daniela. The waitress is introducing herself. Soy means I am. Daniela means her name. It's the name Daniela. You could also say, me llamo Daniela. That means I call myself Daniela. It doesn't sound as weird in Spanish as it does in English. The next sentence is, les gustaría empezar con algo para tomar. Les gustaría is a pretty useful phrase. It means would you like. Les means you all. Gustaría means would like. If you want to say would you like one person, you could say te gustaría. In that case, te means you. Te gustaría, would you like or you would like. Empezar means to start or to begin. It's the infinitive form of the verb, which means it doesn't tell you who did what or when it happened. It's just the pure form of the verb. In English, this would be to begin. When a verb is conjugated, that means it tells you who did it and when they did it. So he began. The infinitive is to begin, and then he began is conjugated. It's a different form of the same verb. So empezar just means to begin. Con means with, algo means something, and para tomar means to drink. Para means to, and tomar is the infinitive form of the verb to drink. Tomar means to drink. Tomar is, you could use that for water, you could use it for alcohol. It has an alcoholic implication. If you're talking about partying, you could say, let's go out and tomar. That means to drink alcohol. But in everyday conversation, if there's no implications of partying, you can use it to mean whatever beverage. So, les gustaría empezar. Would you all like to start con algo, with something, para tomar, to drink? Les gustaría empezar con algo para tomar. Woman. Sí, por favor. Sí means yes. Por favor means please. It's two separate words. Together, por favor means please. Sí, por favor. Para mí, para means for. Me, M-I, means for me. Me. So, para mí, for me. Me gustaría, so here's gustaría again, would like. Me gustaría means I would like. That's another really useful phrase. Me gustaría una cerveza. Una is the feminine form of one. Cerveza is a beer. So, in Spanish, you have words that have a male ending and words that have a female ending. Because cerveza has a female ending in A, in this case, you say una cerveza. So para mí me gustaría una cerveza. For me, I would like a beer. ¿Qué cervezas tienen? ¿Qué means what? Cervezas means beers. And tienen means you have, you all have. It's the plural form, you all have. So she's speaking figuratively to the whole restaurant. If she was just speaking to the waitress, what beers do you have, like one person, that would also make sense. She would say, ¿Qué cervezas tienes? Tienes means you have. So, ¿Qué cervezas tienen? What beers do you all have? Waitress, tenemos. So the waitress is also speaking on behalf of the restaurant. Tenemos means we have. Tenemos cusqueña. Cusqueña is a delicious Peruvian beer. I highly recommend it. It's available at every Peruvian restaurant I've been to at my home in Miami, Florida. So any Peruvian restaurant you go to down here, they have it. I've been to Peru. They also have it in Peru. By the way, I made my way around fine in Peru, so I can... Hopefully you'll get there too. Tenemos cusqueña. Tenemos modelo. Modelo is a Mexican beer that was available at pretty much all of the restaurants that I went to in the Detroit area, the Mexican restaurants up there. I've been to Mexico, and it wasn't at the restaurants in Mexico that I went to. But if it's available in Mexico, maybe you can leave that in the comments. So Modelo was available at the American Mexican restaurants though, and it's delicious beer. Y tenemos Modelo Negro. Modelo Negro is the dark version of the Modelo beer. They have two versions, the light version and the dark version. I really personally enjoyed Modelo Negro with all of the food that I had in Detroit. And in Detroit, they would bring out chips, like, you know, here how they bring out bread for you to eat while you're waiting for your order, while you're talking to everybody. In the restaurants in Detroit, they would bring out chips. So I highly recommend Modelo Negro with your meal up there. Woman. Perfecto. Is just an exclamation. It's not a word with a meaning. It just means like, oh, okay. Perfecto means perfect. Entonces is a really useful word. It means so then, or just then. So in this case, she's saying, then give me this beer. So to say then in that context, you would say entonces. Entonces, dame una cusqueña. Dame means give me. It's a command form of the word dar. Dar is the infinitive form of the same verb to give. Dar means to give. So when you're using it a command and you say give me, you say dame, give me. Dame una cusqueña. Give me a cusqueña. Por favor, please. So cusqueña is a delicious beer, and out of those, it is my favorite. I eat a lot of Peruvian food, so I'm a little biased, but all of those beers are delicious. I've never been to a restaurant that was both Peruvian and Mexican, but I just wanted to share some of my favorite beers with you guys, that you can go ahead and go out and try. You probably won't find these at Publix, although sometimes you do. Mostly at the restaurants. So, thank you guys for listening to the Beginner's Dialogue 1, and I'll see you guys next time for some more complicated dialogues.